Hi, I am Joe, a friendly artificially generated voice in the cold and desolate sea of organic human speech. And here's some content. I'll begin this recap with Google, who just bragged about how busy it was last year. The company said it blocked over 2 million malicious apps from the Play Store in 2023. That's over 6,246.5753424 apps per day. Nearly 200,000 of those apps had issues with access to sensitive data, meaning they wanted to scrape more than they should. Google also blocked over 300,000 accounts for attempting to distribute data. That's almost 1,000 accounts per day. And all of these numbers are roughly twice larger than through 2022. Next up, the U.S. Federal Communications Commission fined major American telecommunications companies for selling user location data. The carriers got a collective penalty of $200 million, with T-Mobile having to pay $80 million, at&t and Verizon around $50 million, and Sprint $12 million. The commission found that the carriers sold customer location data to brokers without any consent, which is, well, strictly illegal. However, when asked about the fine, the carriers had a different opinion. The companies said the data collection happened a long time ago, so it should not matter. Besides, they did not do it, and it's the brokers who should take responsibility for the illegal data they bought. And also, some of the data could have been used for positive causes like emergency medical alerts, so it was all for good in the end. All the carriers said they will fight the fine in court. And now a short update on a very prominent story. UnitedHealth, a company whose breach resulted in massive disruption to health services across the US, admitted having been hacked through Citrix bleed. It is a bug in security software that was discovered late last year. As a result, lots of very prominent companies got breached by cyber gangs. And although the bug and the affected systems were promptly fixed, some researchers said that the gangs may have broken into more companies than initially appeared and left backdoors to return later. It seems UnitedHealth was one of them. In late February, its systems got encrypted by Alfie gang, which led to quite a kerfuffle, to say the least. Talking of pharmacies, London Drugs, a major Canadian pharmacy chain, had to close dozens of its shops after what it called a cybersecurity incident. The company said it had to shut down parts of its network out of an abundance of caution, but despite that, all the data is safe, and the customers can call their local store if they need urgent pharmacy needs. Oh, London Health also had to shut down its phone lines for the duration of the investigation, but that's not a problem, because the customers can visit their local store in person, as long as it is not closed. Oh wait, there's little to no information on what exactly happened yet, but the disgruntled customers are sure those pesky hacker kids had something to do with it.
There seems to be a great effort by the, the untoward individuals of society to them it's a game.
And I'll end on NASA, who conducted yet another data relay experiment in space. The agency transmitted some data through 140 million miles, and did that at the speed of 25 megabytes per second. Just for context, this is 1.5 times the distance between the Earth and the Sun. A powerful laser mounted on a spacecraft was used to transmit the data, and while NASA did not yet say what kind of data that was, the last time they performed a similar experiment, they sent a cat video. Because of course. Thank you for consuming this video. You can consume more of my videos by proceeding through these links and observing the screen in front of you. It is going to be a pleasant experience, I promise. See you in the next one.